From kicking goals to stopping them, it took him one season in the backline to become an All-Australian defender.
And Bailey Dale does it again.
The most accurate kick in the league, his golf swing's not too bad either. But with eyes still on finals, this Bulldog is key to their September hopes. He joins us next. Hello, Richo here, and welcome to Knockoffs, brought to you by Pepper Jack Wines. And what a guest I have for you today. This man is an All-Australian in 2021 as a defender, and I think he is the best kick in the competition. He plays for the Western Bulldogs, and his name is Bailey Dale. Bailey, thanks so much for jumping in today.
Thanks, Richo. Thanks for having me.
Mate, what are you brought in? You're a Chelsea Heights boy. I like this.
Yeah, got the steak sanger here. I fill it with a little bit of lettuce and tomato. Onion jam on top. Yeah, it's a treat.
Looks good, mate. That'll go well with the Pepper Jack Shiraz down there at the end. Mate, I mentioned you're from Chelsea Heights, so you came through the Dandenong Stingray system. How many lads came through there with you?
We had 4 drafted in my year. Jack Loney, Tom Lamb and Mitch White. Yeah, all played a few games, which is nice. And yeah, it's great to see those guys outside of the game as well.
Mate, I mentioned I think you're the best kick in the competition from half back. Is that something that came naturally to you as a kid, or did you have to work really hard at it?
Came pretty naturally. Spent a lot of time down at the local footy, having some pot shots at the bin, kicking at goal and just kicking with mates in the backyard. So yeah, obviously once you get to the AFL level, you know, you want your weapons to shine, and I felt like I've sort of done that over my career so far.
And I believe you're a Collingwood fan growing up.
Yeah, massive Collingwood fan growing up. Loved Scott Pendlebury. Yeah, didn't get to play him this year, but hopefully we can get him in the finals.
And Chris Judd was your favourite player?
Yeah, Chris Judd. Love the way he sort of just bursts out of packs, used the ball well, and yeah, he's just a quality player. Brownlow medalist, so yeah, he's a star.
Mate, so you come through the draft in 2014. Did you think you were going to get drafted first and foremost, and had you spoken to many clubs?
Initially, no. I was actually just playing under 17s cricket, and I was speaking to my dad and my uncle at the time. I'm like, I was loving my cricket at the time, and really just wanted to keep playing that. Yeah. But Dandenong Stingrays came and said, "Do you want to do a pre-season?" And it sort of almost knocked it back. And yeah, lucky I didn't, because I wouldn't be where I am now. But yeah, it's been great, and really exciting journey so far. So
going into that draft, did you think you were going to get drafted? Because there's a lot of kids now that know they're probably going to get picked up, and there's still some uncertainty with others. Where did you sit?
It's probably around sort of round 8 of the TAC Cup year that started gathering a little bit of interest from some clubs. By the end of the year, went to the Combine and spoke to a few more there, but yeah, never really thought I would get drafted. Yeah. But yeah, I was lucky enough to get called out by the Bulldogs, which is awesome.
So when your name gets called out, the Western Bulldogs, you head over the Westgate Bridge. What were your first impressions when you roll up at the Whitten Oval?
Yeah, obviously excitement. It's a long, an hour and a bit from Chelsea Heights. So my first car ride there, I was thinking over 1,000 things in my head: who I was going to see, who I was going to meet, who I was going to say hello to first. But yeah, I mean, once I got in there, everyone was so welcoming, and the club's been great ever since. And yeah, it's a great place to be.
So you make your debut in round 7, 2015. Can you remember much about that game?
Bits and pieces. I got absolutely smashed on the boundary line, but I think Hayden Ballantyne got up and just had dirt all over my back, and I was like, all right, now I'm playing in the big league. So yeah, so I think in that moment it all sort of became real, and yeah, it's been great. And
were you a forward as a junior pretty much your whole way through?
Yeah, playing forward as a junior, a little bit of wing, and then yeah, sort of started my AFL career as a forward winger. I was lucky enough to move down defence in 2021.
So you are at the Bulldogs 2016, and the Doggies, it was a fairy tale from the elimination final. It's only your second year. You played a handful of games in that year. What were your memories of that September? Because it was just unreal. You come from the elimination final and then obviously win the big one on the big day. What were your memories of that time?
Yeah, I mean, it was such an amazing time for the club and for everyone involved. I think the excitement around the western suburbs was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
and
the drought breaker.
The drought breaker, and you know, so many people crying, coming up to you saying thank you. I didn't even play, but people were just coming up from everywhere, and yeah, I mean, you know, winning a premiership in an AFL club, not many people get to do it, and just to be there and experience it, it was pretty cool.
And the VFL team that you played in won the flag as well, so it was a bloody good year.
Yeah, it was great to obviously play in a VFL flag. As I said, you don't get many opportunities to play in grand finals, so for the whole club to come away with some silverware was pretty cool.
Mate, I'm always interested on grand final day here because I'm lucky enough to have been out on the ground and watch the celebrations, and you've always got the guys that have played and the guys that haven't. And I always feel, what are they actually thinking, the guys that didn't get to play? Because there's got to be a little bit of jealousy there. Is it a tough thing to go through?
Not so much jealousy. I think, obviously you're a bit flat that you've missed out, but to see everyone around you and all the guys and what they put in hard work-wise to succeed was amazing. And as I said, everyone at that time was just happy for each other. And hopefully I can get my own in the future, and it'd be awesome.
Do you think everyone on the list, there was a debate just recently, do you think everyone should get a medal, or do you think it's just the guys that played on the day?
It's a bit of a tough one. I think personally probably everyone should get a medal. There's guys that go in and out of the team all year. You can't just win it with the 22 guys that play on that day. So it probably should go to everyone.
I think so. Yeah, mate, so 2021 was your year, your breakout year. You go from forward to back, and by the end of the season, you're all Australian. Talk us through that move down back and how that came about, and what you had to do to really nail that spot down.
Yeah, so in 2020 it was obviously the hub year. Was in and out of the side a little bit, and had a big chat with Bevo sort of at the end of that year, and I probably wasn't playing my best footy at the time, so just wanted to go away and have a really big pre-season and sort of work my way back into the side as a forward. And then sort of as that pre-season rolled on, we had a pracky game against Hawthorn at the Whitten Oval.
Yeah.
Kicked a couple of goals up to half-time and thought I was going okay, and Bevo gave me the tap on the shoulder. He's like, mate, you're going to go down back. I'm like, oh no, not now. But sort of went down back, and the role kind of suits me a little bit more. I get to use the ball a little bit more, utilise my kicking, and sort of haven't looked back since. Yeah,
all Australian that year. And I look at the game now, and I reckon precise kicking like you have and long kicking, it's never been more important with the pressure in the game. So you must really feel that it's a weapon for you. Yeah, obviously I always thought it was a strength of mine, my kicking, and a lot of hard work has gone into it since being in the AFL system to try get it up to an elite standard. So I take great pride in my kicking, and if I'm not using the ball well, I'm usually pretty flat. So it's something that I pride myself on and want to keep doing well. So you'd be thanking Bevo now. What do you love about your coach?
Yeah, Bevo, he's been with me my whole career. We both came into the club at the same time. So there's always been that sort of bond there, but he's such a great person, always encourages me, always backs me in, and I love having him as coach. And
then you've got a captain like Marcus Bontempelli. Like, I love the guy. I think everyone does. He's just faultless, isn't he? Like, what he does for your football club. Tell us about him as a leader around the place.
Yeah, Bon, he always puts himself behind everyone else's needs, and the way he goes about his football, he just puts us on his back every week. He kicks the big goals, he does all the hard things that you probably don't see on the TV as well. So, great person and a great player, and I think he will go down as probably one of the best players to play the game. Yeah,
I think he's the best Bulldog, probably him and EJ Whitten. Didn't see EJ, but everyone talks about him. What about the unicorn in the forward line? I watched you slice the ball to him a few times last Friday night. You must be super excited with Sam Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy's is a star, or he's going to be a star.
I think he is already.
He is already a star. But the way he can just float across a pack and take a big contested mark, he's just so unique, so long. And he's obviously a great user of the footy as well. I've seen him at training, lace guys out on his left foot, which
not many guys can.
Yeah, not many big boys can do. So he's obviously a special talent, and we hopefully can see him for the next 15 years.
Mate, away from footy, I was having a look at your TikTok. You've got a TikTok account for your golf. It's something that you really love away from footy, to get your head out of the game. Is that what you love about it?
Yeah, duck hook golf. Anthony Scott and Oscar Baker are involved as well. And
so it's on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, a little bit of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You've got to try to get on all the platforms these days. But we just post some content of us playing rounds of golf. We've had a couple of special guests on our page. Jasper Stubbs, who played at the Masters not too long ago. He was a big guest, and Cam John is also going to be on the channel. Won the PGA Australia title not too long ago either. So yeah, it's cool meeting different people from different sports and different mindsets of how they sort of go about their sport. Yeah, it's been great.
And what are you playing off?
I'm off 4 at the moment.
Wow. And your club?
Timmy's off 1. He's
Yeah.
the lowest. Yeah, so hopefully can hunt him down in the future.
Mate, I was having a look at Mitch Lewis's Instagram as well. Like, there's a lot of good golfers around the AFL, but I reckon he'd just about be the best. Have you seen him play?
Yeah, played with Mitch a couple of times. Hits a very long ball.
Big boy.
Big
Yeah.
boy. So yeah, to play with him down at Peninsula, I think he's a member. So that's a great course as well. And yeah, he stripes the ball better than anyone I've seen.
Okay. Would you rather go to the Masters or the British Open?
I think the Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the Masters. Obviously a very prestigious place and can't take too many photos by the sounds of it when you go there. So yeah, I think that would be pretty special.
What about your favourite player?
Who would it be? Probably Phil Mickelson. I used to love watching, you know, around the greens. He's just got that sort of deft touch.
Yeah.
Left-hander as well. I'm a left-hander, so followed him a fair bit. Bubba Watson as well. I think he hits the ball really far and enjoy watching him. He plays with a lot of flair.
We were over in Adelaide for Gather Round and Live Golf was there a few weeks later. What do you think about Live? Because you got the traditionalists that like the PGA Tour, but I just love the team aspect of what Live brings. Do you like it?
Yeah, I love the team aspect. I think it's another element of the game that people enjoy. The atmosphere is always great from what you see on TV, and hopefully can get to a few in the coming years. And
your girlfriend, Erin, plays down at Williamstown. Do you enjoy getting over and watching her play?
Yeah, I love going down and watching Nez play. She's racked up her 50th game not too long ago. She's had a couple of years with injuries, but yeah, get down there and watch the girls play. I mean, the girls' game's come so far, and you know, such a short amount of time, and it's only going to get better. So I really enjoy going down there and watching her play.
Now, mate, I've had a little bit of a chuckle a few times watching the footy on Fox with Jared Healy, and I've mucked up plenty of names as well, but this makes me laugh. A few times he's called you Daily Bale, and he called you Bale Daily. So which one would you prefer?
Just Bailey Dale is usually pretty good. Yeah, Jared, he's an EDS boy. You know, he obviously been tongue-tied a little bit there, but yeah, it's pretty common for people to get my name wrong, but it's all part of it.
Oh, it made me chuckle. Mate, thanks so much for coming in today. We've got a little bottle of Pepper Jack Shiraz. In fact, we've got a case of it out there for you, so I hope you enjoy that. Good luck for the Dogs for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're right in the hunt, so we look forward to watching that. That's it today for Knockoffs. I'm Richo, and we'll be back soon with another great guest. Thanks, mate. That's a good one.
Join me, Cal Toomey,
And me, Riley Beveridge.
every Wednesday on Gettable, the definitive source of everything you need to know for player movement, trade, free agency, draft, and contracts.
Watch Gettable every Wednesday or catch it as a podcast wherever you listen.